Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and welcome to another edition of Timestream Magic. Like usual, I'm battling today against Krim. How's it going today, Krim?
Hey Seth, how's it going?
It's going well. I'm pretty excited. So this week we're doing something a little bit different. On our first episode, we battled zombies versus zombies. Well, today the twist is we are battling two decks from the same standard format. A standard format from the pretty distant past at this point, but two really powerful, really cool decks from way back in the early 2000s in standard. So, Krim, why don't you tell us what the matchup is today and what deck you're playing?
So we're going to be battling with the dreaded Skullclamp Affinity versus the Selesnya Slide deck. So my deck specifically will be just all about cycling. Mechanic you may remember from Amonkhet a little more recently. And it uses cards like Astral Slide, which will then allow us to whenever a player cycles a card, you may exile target creature. If you do, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Of course, at this time, there was damage on the stack, but we won't talk about that. And the thing about this is we're going to be able to flicker a ton of our effects and just get a ton of our ETB effects and just get value off that.
Yeah, Astral Slide is a really cool card. I don't think I've ever played a standard version of Astral Slide. I've played it in Commander, I've played it in Limited a lot of times, but I've never actually played a standard deck, so I'm excited to see Astral Slide in action. I love that style of deck. I'm also curious to see how it matches up against my deck, which is a notoriously broken standard deck, to the point where I'm trying to look over the list of cards in my deck, and I think 20 some ended up being banned in standard back during the day. But this is, if you picture modern Affinity, this is kind of where that deck comes from. This is the original Affinity deck back during original Mirrored and Block. It's got a lot of the same tricks with Arcbound Ravager, sacking artifacts to grow things. The biggest difference compared to the modern deck is, well, there are some differences where we've just got new cards. We're playing real Affinity cards like Mirror Enforcer and Frogmite that just get cheaper for each artifact we have. But the biggest difference power-wise, I think, is, for one thing, the artifact lands are legal in this deck, which really powers up the deck. And the other one is the namesake Skullclamp, which gives us this crazy card advantage engine as we're sacking our creatures, sacking our artifacts to keep churning through our deck. So I'm excited for this. Skullclamp it draws a lot of cards, and I like drawing cards, so I'm excited to see how this deck actually works out.
Yeah, I am too, but at the same time, let's hope it doesn't go too crazy.
All right, so with our deck intros out of the way, let's jump into a match and see how this actually goes. So I'm really curious if your deck... I mean, I know Astral Slide was good. I'm really curious if it can keep up with Affinity, which I just know as being, historically broken. Okay, this ad is fine. I will snap keep this.
Is it my turn to mulligan?
Oh no. Oh no. Everything in your deck cycles. How bad can it be?
Sure. All right. We'll try it.
Oh no.
You've convinced me, Seth.
Oh, well, I will play an artifact land. I will play Skullclamp.
Oh, banned.
I will play
banned.
Welding Jar.
Super banned.
And go ahead.
All right, I guess I'll just play this.
Okay. Let the cycling begin.
One land. Tapped.
1, 2, 3.
Am I dead?
Right, well, no, you're not. You're not dead yet. But I do
Not
have
dead yet.
a Ravager to go with my Affinity, or with my Skullclamp.
This is gonna be a fun match.
Do you have Astral Slide? Astral Slide is what, 3 mana, right?
Yeah, it's 3 mana. Which is going to be a problem.
Oh no.
Because I feel like I may be dead.
Well, I mean, I guess we played this.
Yeah.
This?
No, results.
this.
Resolves.
Now what? I guess we can just. I mean, I guess we're supposed to just draw cards. Like, I assume Skullclamp is in this deck to draw me cards. And we'll get a free counter.
I'm like not excited to see some of these cards again.
All right. Welding jar. We'll just get in for 2. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Okay. I'm going. No blocks. I'm going to do this.
Ooh.
This card used
Eternal
to be so
Dragon
expensive.
Was it?
Eternal Dragon used to be so expensive. It was like $20-some per. I had to like save all my lunch money to buy this. All right.
I mean, it's sweet that it's a land in the early game and then a big dragon in the late game. There's the slide.
Yep.
All right.
We have the Astral Slide. That's great. That part of it is great.
Well, now the question is, can I somehow kill you this turn?
Don't. Please don't.
So, let's see. Now we got to do math. Oh, math. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 8 and 4. Alright, well, step 1. Play Blink Moth Nexus.
Oh boy.
And
it can sack itself.
It can sack itself.
Ugh.
I assume I'm supposed to, like, draw cards here. Alright, so let's fire this up. Draw a couple cards. Well, I think you live.
Oh, I do? Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright. Get in there. And
No blocks.
now your deck gets to do its thing, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what happens here. I mean, I'm not going to do anything now.
Yeah, Astral Slide's pretty good at playing at instant speed.
Which I do like. I think why I naturally started gravitating towards control decks.
Alright, so... Well, step 1. Sacrifice.
Sacrificing Darksteel Citadel to the Ravager?
Yeah. How does that sound?
Sounds okay.
And then, how about some equip action? How's that sound?
That sounds good, too.
Well, play a land.
You could sack all your lands.
I can, potentially. Go attacking. And now I expect something happens. Okay, Tranquil Thicket.
Like to cycle?
I'm not a huge fan of this. I think we're going to... Shrapnel Blast your face?
That's
Draw
not
4?
good. That's like really not good, actually. Well, my face will take the damage.
Okay. We get some free cards.
Huh. That's pretty good.
I mean, I assume you have another cycler to keep
yeah.
my enforcer from killing you.
Yep.
Makes sense. It's also oddly good against Ravager because you get rid of the counters as well. So
Correct.
that like resets forever.
That's the main appeal of it so far, but I mean, I'm still getting shrapnel blasted, so it doesn't feel good.
Do you have life gain? Is there like... Do you have
yeah.
your own life gain creatures that you can blink or something in the deck?
There is life gain.
Okay. Let's play Chromatic Sphere. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can't even do that. Alright. Yeah? I'll take my Enforcer, please.
There you go.
I
was
forgot
so
how
weird.
obnoxious Astral Slide was. You could just like never attack. They just like flicker. It does remind me a little bit of Drakehaven, but Drakehaven was actually cost a lot of mana. But how you could just like make a chump blocking Drake and you'd never actually get in damage. Astral Slide is like that, but way better because it doesn't actually cost mana.
And that's I mean I do like that, and like it plays around your welding jar.
Yes, my welding jars are not doing much.
Concerns I have currently.
How do we do this? All right, play another Nexus. Equip.
Yup.
Equip.
Yup.
Combat. Attack. Yes. Cycle. Cycle away. Ooh. Oh, and you get dorks? Boo.
I don't hate it.
Aww.
Like to blink this. No. I'd like X to be more. I'd like X to be 2, please. Our win condition. We're ready.
Okay.
Are you gonna shrapnel blast me again?
I'm just gonna bolt my Enforcer to draw some cards.
Oh, I was like, come on.
Alright, so now there's soldiers. Well, that's Smear Enforcer.
Another one.
Sphere. And alright, go ahead. You could almost play Skullclamps with your soldiers. Was Astral Slide Skullclamp a thing?
No. That's from last I remember. That's definitely not a thing.
I wish I was playing back then because it would have been. I would have been cycling Decree of Justice, Skullclamp to draw cards.
I'm trying to see what I can do here, because now those welding jars are starting to get annoying.
Ooh, I didn't think they were going to do anything.
Yeah, doesn't feel good, tell you that. You have 6 cards in hand. That is quite a thing.
Skullclamp is good for that.
And I can't really do anything about that. All right, you know what I got to do? Here we go. We're going for it. We're going to see if it's going to destroy me or not.
Ooh. This is suspicious. I'm going to take 2.
You sure?
I think something must be up. All artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. So you do lose your Astral Slide.
Right.
So it's not quite as bad as. Well, the question is, what are we welding jar?
Yep.
All right. Well, step 1. This doesn't say no regeneration, right? All right. We will regenerate
Nope.
Mirror Enforcer.
Yep.
And then I guess we regenerate a land? Oh, I'm losing so much. There is a drawback to artifact lands.
Yep.
And it is exactly this.
Yep. I'm kind of just like okay with losing an Astral Slide for all this.
Yeah, I'm losing everything.
But I'm also like about to die.
That is the downside. 1. Alright, well, I think this works.
Oh no. Yep. That shrapnel blast does work.
Wow, my regeneration came through. I was thinking it was going to be completely useless against your deck, but
Those
apparently
jars.
not.
Those jars were quite annoying. All right.
So my guess
But
would be you have a lot of sideboard cards for my deck.
yes. Yes, I
And my
do.
guess would be my deck probably does not have as many. I'm playing. Who built decks back? My sideboard. My sideboard is a bunch of Seething Songs and Furnace Dragons, which apparently is for the mirror or something. Exiles all artifacts. Why? Why is my my Affinity deck trying to Seething Song into a Furnace Dragon?
Look, don't ask questions.
Oh, 2002 Magic. Things were different back then.
What a time. What a time. Yeah, I needed to hit my renewed faiths there. I didn't find any, unfortunately.
That's probably got to be like your best cycler, right?
Yeah. And I think I'm going to bring in a Circle of Protection of red.
I do have those Shrapnel Blasts. It's kind of funny. I don't have a lot of burn. I have Shrapnel Blasts, and that's about it. So I think maybe I got lucky to draw them. I guess I also just drew a lot of cards because of Skullclamp.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really lucky when you're drawing all your cards, right? So.
Yeah, Circle of Protection Red sounds good. I think I get 2 mana leaks, and I think that's literally all I get from my sideboard.
I don't know what the cards to cut here. There's so many things. I guess this isn't that great.
So were you playing competitively back during this era?
Semi-competitively. I mean, I wanted to. I was learning how to
Yeah.
play competitively at
So
this point, but I was still super young, so I didn't get every detail.
So were you didn't get turned off to Magic because of Affinity? I know
I
I wasn't playing back then, but I've heard that they eventually had to ban it cuz people just stopped playing Magic because people were so sick of Affinity.
I was too young to really care. It's just like, oh, well, this is the power level. Okay, I'll play it anyways,
It
because
was just
from
normal.
yeah, it was just normal for me. To imagine a world growing up where just playing a skull clamp was normal.
Yeah, that's so crazy. We don't have decks and cards like that anymore.
That's a good thing. It's definitely a
Yes,
good thing.
yes, it definitely is. Even when there are mistakes, there's not Skullclamp level mistakes for the most part.
Yeah, Skullclamp was very, very brutal. I don't know. I personally wasn't a huge I obviously wasn't on Skullclamp myself.
Yeah. The Affinity deck, I'm assuming, was pretty expensive back in the day.
Yeah, if I recall, I mean, Astral Slide also was kind of expensive though, because you had Eternal Dragon, and at the time I had bought also whatever Exalted Angel, and that was a while back, but yeah.
All right. I'm off to a bit slower of a start this game.
Oh, good. Give the rest of us a chance here, huh? We got this. It's okay. Just gonna play an Astral Slide here. Hope that it resolves. I don't know how it wouldn't, but
Now I'm scared of playing artifact lands. But I kind of have to, but I'm afraid I'm going to get blown out. All right, so let's Darksteel Citadel, Frogmite. How much is this? All right, we'll go with that. Enforcer,
yup,
Thoughtcast,
seems good.
and all right, go ahead. I mean, that's not a bad turn 3. 6 power.
No,
This
I mean
is
that's quite some power right there.
Well, let's Skullclamp.
Sure, seems good.
Go attacking. I don't have much faith that this is going to do anything, but we got to try.
Let me think here. So you have all of that.
Okay.
Let's see, which one do I want to blink first? I mean, you're gonna draw cards either way, almost. I guess I could just blink and block. I could blink the whatever, the Mere Enforcer.
And in block with a soldier. Yeah, that does deal with my board. And you get a soldier left over.
If, of course, everything's okay.
It seems like it's hard for you to stop me from drawing cards in an absolute sense, because sooner or later I'll find a Ravager or something. And
Yep. Yes, I'd like to use Astral
so
Slide's
what is the main finisher of your deck? Is Eternal Dragon the main way that you win the game?
It's one of them.
And obviously we've seen Decree of Justice, which is a pretty classic finisher.
And yeah, Decree of Justice, that, and just eventually blinking enough to the point where you just don't, you kind of don't, like, gaining so much life is another way to
basically.
Yep. Just like misery, full misery.
All right, run it back.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is perfect. Let me see. I like both of these. 3, 6, 7.
That counting does not sound good for me. No counting, Crib.
We'll see what I can do.
6 is a big number. That means something bad is going to happen.
All right. Do you have
Eternal Witness? Can get back Decree of Justice. Sure.
That's exactly what I'm going to get back, and we're going to go ahead and pass it back to you. I'm not going to attack, believe it or not. Yes, I would like to use Eternal Witness's ability. I would not like to pass it back to you for out of pure kindness here.
Alright, so I guess we will just... I don't think that Frogmite's ever going to get through, so...
Is that going to me?
Yeah, that's going to you.
Man.
Ooh. That's a card we like to see.
That's not a card. That's not a thing I want to hear.
So let's Ravager.
That's pretty good.
Another Nexus. Is it? All right, whatever. Skullclamp, our Enforcer.
Yep.
Try to attack. The feeling of hopelessness. This is like Turbo Fog at Standard, but 15 years ago. You get that same feeling, like, yes, I know I can attack, but no, I know it doesn't matter. Maybe they don't have a cycling card. I know they have like 30 in their deck, but maybe this is the turn when they doesn't have one.
It could happen.
But in reality it never happens.
I miss damage on the stack would have been fun, but I would like to use this. I always yield to triggers, right? From Astral Slide, I think so.
Yes, I think you're never going to say no to Astral Slide.
Yes, I would like to use Astral Slide's ability.
Oh, this is... Yeah. Huh. This is not ideal. I was so focused on my creatures, I was not thinking about how bad Eternal Witness is for me. And the answer is very...
And I'm just gonna keep doing this and recycling Renewed Faith. Ooh, old art, huh? I always get confused with the new art of Skullclamp with Pithing Needle.
It does kind of look Pithing Needle-esque. All right, get out of here, Mirror Enforcer. Give us some sweet cards. Yeah, I don't know how we win from here.
We're just gonna try to keep blocking forever. I would like to take back Renewed Faith.
I'm sure you would.
Now, okay, so now I can definitely... I think I'm in an okay spot. I've got a decent hand size full of cyclers.
Yeah, that's problematic.
I still have to be wary though if you have your big old dragon. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe you brought it in.
It seems so bad for me. All right, Mirror Enforcer.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let's Disciple of the Vault.
However, an artifact found in the graveyard from the battlefield, you may have a target opponent lose 1 life. Yeah, that seems good to me.
And then maybe
stopping that.
Disciple of the Vault.
Yeah, seems good.
Arcbound Worker.
Seems good.
All right, let's try to clamp this worker.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this really quick. Let's go ahead and blink the Ravager.
I mean, I don't know if I win here or not, but I might. I'm gonna try. So sack worker. Counter on Ravager, I guess.
Yep.
Start draining you.
Let me see here. Can I still do everything that I want to do? Yep.
So this is hard cast Renewed Faith?
Yep.
Okay, so we will sack... am I gonna... I gotta do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The stack.
The problem is if you have another... If you have another Renewed Faith, I think I kill myself. You don't have white mana. All right, we're going for it. Something's happened in this turn. I don't know if this is going to be good or not, but we're gonna try. So sacrifice Darksteel Citadel.
Yep.
Drain you. Yes, please.
Yep. This stack is gonna get quite complicated.
Yeah. Sacrifice. I mean, we're going all the way. Sack Skullclamp, drain you. At this point, there's no turning back. We either wrath our own board or we win. I think is where we're at. There's no middle ground.
I think here. That makes sense. Sure. Yeah.
Skullclamp. Vault of Whispers.
Yep.
Activate Blink Moth.
Let me see here. So now,
Oh dear.
what can I do here?
Is there green life gain? Eternal Dragon. Okay. So in response, activate
Yep.
Blink Moth.
Yep.
Sack it. Wow, this deck is busted.
Yep. I think I'm still dead either way.
Wow. Oh my goodness. You had the lock completely set up too.
Yeah, I think, like, I couldn't have done anything else, right? Because Disciple of the Vault, Disciple of the Vault. Like, if I blink Disciple of the Vault, you would still do it.
Yeah, they come back, so I don't think you can really... I could have just done it at the end of my turn, really. So I don't think there was anything you could really do there.
Yeah, I needed to draw my Artifact Destruction, which I wasn't getting yet. Not yet.
Ugh. Do you wanna try one more game?
Yeah.
I
Let's
kind
do
of
another.
I would kind of like to see, I mean, at least give Astral Slide a chance to go off.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I
kind
want to
of
do another one.
we saw the we saw where it was heading. Like
Yeah.
you had your loop pretty much set up, where if the game had continued, you would have been able to basically flicker Eternal Witness, gain life every single turn. So you were getting to the point where the game was stabilized. So I think if I hadn't drawn Double Disciple right then, you probably would have gained so much life that I probably could never have won.
Yeah, I needed to get the engine going, which was the problem. And then, like, the turn right after was when you decided, when you got to go off. It was brutal.
Yeah,
But,
Ravager.
I mean, we're seeing
card.
why the deck and the everything as a whole is really good, right?
Yes, this is why Ravager Affinity, Skullclamp Affinity ended up getting banned back in the day.
Yeah, I don't think there was a sequence there I could have changed that with. I mean, other than blinking in response to the second. I think maybe in response to the second Disciple, I could have blinked it.
Maybe. But then, But then I could have just waited till the end step when it returned, maybe, and killed you.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm not even
yeah.
sure if that actually would have saved
Well, no,
you.
no, but then you wouldn't have a Ravager.
Oh, but Ravager comes back too, right?
Oh yeah, it would, and then it would get modular. Yeah, it's not
Uh,
a ballista.
it is not. All right, that's painful. Let's just Glimmer Void, Thoughtcast.
Interesting.
All right, this isn't full value, but let's just clamp a. I mean, you can't turn down drawing two. Modular goes to waste, but I think it's still worthwhile.
I think you're doing all right. This hand though is a little different.
Is this a non-slide hand?
Yeah, it's a non-slide hand.
Ooh, it is a Viridian Shaman hand.
The question is what target? Obviously not Darksteel Citadel. Do I want to blow up your red land? No, I'm going to blow up your Skullclamp.
That with Astral Slide, I don't think
Yeah,
it would be.
that's the goal here. If I could just find Astral Slide, I think I'm okay.
So, well, let's do this. Do this. I guess we're on the slow the slow drain plan.
Oh boy, the one damage every turn.
Eventually we'll get there.
Kind of need to keep drawing here for me. Luckily, the whole deck just goes through itself fairly quickly. Just need to draw the right half here.
That is the power of all cycling. You see a lot of cards.
Or I just see that. That's cool.
Was that an Astral Slide?
No, not even close. Not even close. Let's see. All right, I'm just gonna pass to you.
Interesting.
I could attack with Viridian Shaman, but I don't need you to also get one damage in with that Disciple of the Vault.
Alright, Disciple
Two of
Part
them?
2.
Already?
I mean, I guess technically this... works. Sack, let's add red. Trading you for 2.
Yep.
Uh, 1, 2, 3. Alright, another Skullclamp.
All the artwork. I like it.
And... yeah, let's do this.
Aww. Okay.
That needs to not be on the battlefield when you draw your Astral Slide. Plus, we get to get in for 1. We're on the just deal 1 20 times plan. Oh. Okay, that is still good. I was afraid it was going to be soldiers. That was probably a bad attack on my part.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was not soldiers, and I choose you for the target every time. You don't want to attack with both, right?
That's like the original
Obviously, you
Settle the
can't.
Wreckage.
Yeah, yeah. Except you don't get a land.
Yeah, no lands either. Alright, good. Eternal Dragon. Oh, you're almost getting to the hardcast Eternal Dragon part of the game.
That's kind of where I want to be, but let's see.
Ugh. Well, maybe I shouldn't have killed the Shaman. Yep. Yep.
Yes, I'd like to use Eternal Witness's ability.
Aw. Leave my Great Furnace alone.
I don't think I'm going to target your Great Furnace. I think we're going for the Skullclamp.
I really
Each time and every time.
Clamps.
I lose a life.
Haha, 60.
Is it dangerous tapping out? Potentially.
Well, let's play that. Oh, this one's even cheaper. Play that.
Ugh, that's some power you have there.
Get in for one.
Yep.
And, yeah, let's clamp it. Get in for one more.
Jeez, and you're back up to 3 cards already? That's brutal. All right, Astral Slide. Let's go. One time.
Oh, please no slide.
Ha!
Oh, no.
Actually drew it.
Oh, dear. Well, how about no cycling cards? That would be sweet.
No. I'm gonna do this really quick. So let me make sure everything is all dandy. So we're gonna spin, and then we're gonna blink. What are we gonna blink here? Obviously, we're gonna blink Viridian Shaman, I think,
Okay.
because I don't have enough to do all. Oh, I guess I could go ahead and fire that off. That's not bad. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, yield to triggers, and then now.
Okay, so there goes Shaman. You get to draw a card.
Sweet. Play a land. I will
So
not
this-
attack.
This looks like pretty much what I am imagining your endgame looks like against my deck.
Yep. I could start blinking your lands off, but I think I'm gonna kill your Mirror Enforcer.
And I think we're going to save our welding jar. I think I need Skullclamp more than I need that Mirror Enforcer.
Unfortunately, you have a lot of damage anyways, and I am concerned about, you drawing a certain something, a certain Ravager.
Like, for example, this Ravager?
Oh, no. Okay, let me think.
I don't think this kills you, though, with only one Disciple.
3, 6, 7. Doesn't kill me, but it doesn't make me feel great either. I think I have to do this.
So, Renewed Faith.
I'm going to go ahead and blink. I guess I could have waited until you attacked. I could have waited till you attacked and done it.
Oh, now I gotta think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I think I can 14 you, but you're gonna be at 15. Alright. Well.
Oh, no. Do you have it? Oh, is that a shrapnel blast? No!
I think I have to blast the Shaman, unfortunately. I think if I had one more point of damage... I'm probably going to get yelled at by YouTube. I probably miscounted somehow, but I think I was 1 point of damage short.
Shrapnel blast for 5 to my friend.
Play the sphere. And you know what? We're gonna attack with both.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna block the 4/4.
Probably seems like a good call. Do you have more cycling? 1 mana cycling.
Yes.
Oh, that's not what we wanted.
And then now I'll blink Eternal Witness.
So the shaman comes back. This deck is, once it gets going, it is very resilient. Like, I killed your thing, but then it just returns.
Well, I mean, we're going to see what we can do, though, because we're still in a little bit of a bad spot here. All right, so what am I guess I can grab Shaman. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we get Shaman.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, I'd like to use Eternal Witness's ability. Okay. Oh. Huh. Guess this is good.
Did you draw another shaman?
Maybe.
Targeting Ravager.
Yep.
All right.
Oh. It's on me. That's on me.
We'll
I
try to
can't
put a
get rid
counter.
of this Disciple of the Vault, unfortunately. That is just terrorizing me.
It's fortunate that it's not an artifact. For me.
It is unfortunate for me. I have to be watchful of, like, possibly dying.
Another shaman. I mean, I have 0 cards. There goes my enforcer.
Gonna make you use something here.
Yep. Fair enough.
Okay, then it's going to be time to attack. We're ready. We're ready to attack with the 2/1.
So
Yes!
we need something that gets this Skullclamp going, I think. I think that's where we're at. That's not it. Well, let's crack this. Ugh.
Wait, let's see if we can get this going before you get to start responding. Alright, grab a plains. So we should have less lands to draw. I mean, all I want right now is my Eternal Witness to come back, grab, I think, a Renewed Faith here.
Yeah, I think this might actually. Oh Lord. Ugh.
Can you
All
kill
right.
me?
No. I just drew 3. Well, I'm not going to tell you.
I was like, dude, no way.
I
Can
think
you
it's
kill me?
over. I think it's over. I think you got it locked up now.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and play this. Go to combat.
Yep. Down to 12.
And then I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Hard cast that. Gain
Up to
6.
16.
Have something friendly in my hand. Just kind of was sitting around waiting here. I miss basic land cycling. I seriously miss basic land cycling.
It's been a while. We had what? In Shards of Alara, they brought it back for a bit, but Eternal Dragon, I think I was even underestimating how good it is because not only does it give you a finisher, but it gives you a Astral Slide every turn, basically, in the late game. When you have so much mana, you can just get it back and cycle it again.
Yep. Also, I meant to do that in your second main phase, but for some odd reason I didn't do it. Oh, because there's no stop. All right, there we go. Got to set a stop in every phase now.
Yep. So, so I think I am understanding how this matchup goes. I think I'm basically 100% the aggro deck, and I have to kill you before you get to this part of the game. Because once you get to this part of the game, my deck has zero, like, just no way to get out of what you're doing now.
It is a little rough, especially when I'm kind of looping the Eternal Witness game plan.
Yeah, you just get back everything every turn, and I will die somehow to your random 2/2s. And you get to gain life every turn.
Yep, unless you have a response here.
Nope.
Yes, I would like to use Recycled Faith's ability. Yes, I would like to use Astral Slide's ability. Ooh, that's a good draw.
Oh boy. Well, I will let you officially kill me because I want to see your deck. I want to see your deck actually win the game. But normally I would just concede here because I think I am literally drawing dead. Oh my god. Well, at least now you can kill me quickly. Oh, brutal.
I mean, I think I'm going to kill your Skullclamp.
Yeah. That
Because
is the card that could get me back in the game, I think.
I really don't mind your Enforcer.
Well, I'm gonna cash in a welding jar.
Okay. And then now I'm going to go ahead and cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all these things in the stack. Thank you. You need to get out of the way. Yes, use Renewed Fate's ability. Oh man, there's so many things I have to do here.
Yeah, it's a very stack-heavy deck.
And then I'm going to go ahead and cycle again.
Ooh.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to undo that one. I'm going to go ahead and just attack.
Okay.
Just these.
Sure, I guess. We'll block. I don't know.
Yep. You can get rid of one.
Yeah, you're... These Viridian Shamans.
I am eating your artifacts up, so that's pretty nice.
Yes, you are.
Right, there we go. And then I think... So I have lethal, I believe, next turn. What I presume to be lethal. But
yeah, I think you got it. I mean... I guess we got to stay on defense because, I mean, I'm sure you can... I know you can blink it anyway because you have Eternal Dragon, so... Yeah, gain life.
Blink Eternal Witness.
Yep.
Use Astral Slide's ability. Get it back. Get a new card.
Returns.
Let's return Viridian Shaman. And then that should be good enough for me to blink your threat now. Or get it out of the way. Because it returns tapped.
Oh.
I mean, I have a few ways of doing this. But
Yeah, you have
just...
many ways of dealing with this Mirror Enforcer.
Yeah.
Well, that was a much more impressive Astral Slide performance. That's
this time I actually got my engine going.
Yeah. That seems like the battle. Like, if you can draw your Viridian Shamans, then you can win pretty easily, I think.
Well, I know I bring in 4 Oxidizes against you.
It seems like you have a lot more sideboard stuff than I do.
Yeah. That is a little bit why. Well, I mean, the deck was just so good it demanded it, right? Like.
Yeah, and I mean, you see the Viridian Shamans in the main deck and stuff, and that was because you had to build to beat Affinity.
Yeah, like if you couldn't, oh, that was such a bad day for you. That was such a bad day for you.
Well, I'm kind of happy. We've actually we have gotten to see the crazy Affinity kills with Disciple of the Vault that ended up getting the deck banned, and we got to see Astral Side go off.
Yeah, this is the power, I guess, of Skullclamp though, and why it needed to be banned because like the whole format had to like play differently.
Yes, I think that's exactly it. It's not that it was necessarily just like, yeah, that you could beat it, I think, but you had to warp your deck to such a huge extent that it kind of ruined standard anyway.
Yeah, when we're playing like four main deck Viridian Shamans,
And a bunch of sideboard hate too, for Oxidize in the sideboard.
just not enough. Just not enough. There was not enough hate. Also, Darksteel Citadel being indestructible was a little rude.
They had to let Affinity keep one land after you cast a Chroma's Vengeance.
Oh, was that it? Oh, it's unfortunate they couldn't keep any lands. Oh my god. Sure. Seems good.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad start. The hand is emptied almost. I should not have F6'd.
Well, it can't be regenerated anyway.
Oh, okay, that's good. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if anything, that saved you from potentially sacrificing your wielding jar.
Yes, that would have been bad. Well, that's what we got. Here we come. Beatdown time.
Here we go. These mites,
Take
these mirrors, these frogs. This is like Robo Yargle hitting me right now. I do not want to lose to Robo Yargle.
Do you have a slide? That's the question.
That always is the question, and the answer is no. I don't have one.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, I do not have one.
Okay.
But I can tell you what, if I get a second green source, you're gonna be feeling it then. Oh no, come on, man, not this again.
I don't have
These
a way
drains are brutal.
I don't have a way to just kill you though. I don't have a sack outlet at the moment.
Well, luckily you casted another spell this turn, so.
All right, Disciple
Target
Evolve.
you. Target you.
We're back on the 1 damage plan.
All right. Yep. Gonna take some damage here. Gonna take all the damage from Disciple. Disciple's
boy.
probably MVP, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it definitely is. I mean, you need Ravager to go with it, but Disciple is very scary.
We're gonna play this because now I have another green source finally. Then we
I'm
pass it.
curious what your Eternal Witness probably is the double green spell.
No. No, not at all. Don't look over here. Don't look at my mana base.
All right. Ugh. Well, let's another Disciple.
All the disciples. Ugh, that's gross. All right, renewed faith, please.
Yeah, we don't have anything else though. Take one.
Believe it or not, this card is just actually killing me.
Very slowly, but it kind of is.
It's like the most threatening card to me.
Aww.
we gotta wrap that card. It's too ridiculous.
Oh, I can't even regenerate. Alright. I feel like maybe I'm flooding out too. This deck does not play that many lands, I don't think.
Well, we did take your card draw also.
Yeah, life is a lot harder without a skull clamp.
Yeah, I know.
Eternal Witness.
Grabbing what though? Eternal Dragon? Oxidize? Wrath of God?
Yeah, I don't even know.
I'm
Without
gonna grab an
S,
Oxidize.
that's the safest, I think.
Like I could grab Eternal Dragon to try to get with the beatdowns, but I don't feel like I want to do that yet. Plus, I have other ways to deal with things, so I'm not too concerned about that. Welding jar again? Yeah, sure.
Uh,
All the welding jars, every one of them.
they don't even do anything with your oxidize.
Here we go. The 2-1 beats.
Hey, that's
It's like
faster than
Snapcaster in green.
it is. It's twice as fast as one of my disciple vaults.
It should be broke. It's banned. It should be banned. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass here. I might just need to cycle something here.
I mean, you're gonna find Slide eventually. Hopefully, they're like the bottom 4 cards in your deck. That would be the
No,
best.
no. That's not what we want. No, stop. Yes!
Oh,
Bingo! We found it. I don't know why I tapped. Alright, it
Yep.
resolves. First off, that's good. Now my concern is, do you have like Shrapnel Blast or something?
I think you're at 12. That's a lot of shrapnel blasting.
No, I mean to like interact with my blinking.
Oh,
We
this
worked
is
too
awkward.
hard. We worked too hard for this.
Yup. And I think this one's over too. How can we
Yeah,
get back
it's-
in this?
Oh, come on. All right. What do we get? Astral Slide, give me something back. What is it? Nice. Let's get Eternal Dragon to thin out our deck. Yes, I would like to use Eternal Witness's ability. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's an interesting card to draw. Very interesting.
I don't know how my deck beats Eternal Witness Oxidize. I can't
Yeah,
even, like,
that's-
my welding jars don't do anything, so I think, like, my only somewhat realistic hope is just to, like, save up as many cards as possible and try to do something all in one turn to just, like, overwhelm your Astral Slide. But yeah, I'm going to lose something each turn.
And I'm going to just... I think now I just keep blinking here, so I'm okay with that. Use Astral Slide's ability. Yes. Would like to go dig for a plains.
I have to say, it's pretty sweet that there was a green-white control deck. That's not something that happens anymore. This is like the grindiest, most controlling deck. And in modern times, Selesnya is all like tokens and aggressive and big creatures. So it's pretty cool to see that in the old days, because this is like straight up like control or maybe like
Yep.
combo-y control.
It's pretty much control without any... Like, people ask, like, if you can play control without blue. And this is that. 100% this is that. 3, 6, 7... Alright.
The
Now
merciful
we just...
Eternal Dragon.
Yeah, I'm expediting the clock. Only for you, though, Seth. Only for you.
Alright, let's crack this.
You have 5 cards. I can't... I'm wondering what you're holding on to.
Well, I'm going to show you because I'm dying anyway, so I might as well just run them out.
Oh, right.
And I'm pretty... So you have your Oxidize in hand. Ugh. So my hope was that I could get to a point where I could play all my stuff in one turn and maybe maybe like chain together skull clamps to do something. But with the infinite oxidizes, that plan is not really practical. And
Yeah,
now I've kind of like just cast everything, and
the
it's not
Ravager.
going to be enough.
No, yeah, and then especially with disciples in the yard.
Yeah. And with the oxidize, like, yeah, even if I managed to draw a disciple, you would just be able to like kill Ravager in response or something.
Yep.
Well, this was an impressive match for Astral Slide.
It's fine. It finally came together. Let's go with that.
Another witness.
So
Yeah.
this is going to grab oxidize again because
Yep.
I have something
Oh boy.
in. Yes. Play this. Go ahead and fetch. Go down one. Get a forest. Let's see. So we do it for that. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would like to do something, and that is up to you to now figure out if you want to respond to this. It's okay. I've got nothing.
What is? Oh, I think you have to put your triggers on the stack. There we go.
Right. Sorry. I thought that was it was ready for you to respond. I was like, what the heck? Okay.
So now Decree of Justice.
2.
Blink.
Yep. Go ahead and get the ooh, that's a good draw. Like pretty much this deck, everything in it is meant to like try to stop you, right? So
Yeah.
I feel like almost everything's a good draw.
I mean, I think that's a testament to what the format was like back then. Another, yup. I mean, I think I'm just dead now.
Well, let me see here. So if you draw Disciple of the Vault,
I think it's still short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so even with Disciple, it wouldn't get there. Yeah, I mean, and I know you have Oxidize anyway.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Good game.
Yeah, that's brutal. I mean, the whole deck is meant to like hate out this. So
Yeah.
and with how popular Skullclamp was.
I mean, I'm really glad we got to see Astral Slide go off. After we played the first match and Affinity just kind of took it down, I was like, oh man, like, Astral Slide's a cool deck. I want to see it do its thing. So even though it is a little bit miserable to play against in a Turbo Fox style where it just feels like nothing you do really matters. Like, it gives you that glimmer of hope that maybe this is the time it'll work out, but then it never works out. So while it's a little miserable to lose against, it's a really cool deck. So I'm glad we got to see it go off.
Yeah, it's pretty much control without blue. So it's super slow and dirtily because we are just winning by blinking a bunch of 2/1s over and over and over, or 2 power creatures, and then just kind of eventually clearing your board of everything and then just hitting you.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sweet to see a non-blue control deck, and if you draw the right cards and get the time to set up, it seems really difficult to beat. With Eternal Witnesses, like, even if I was able to kill some of your important pieces, you could just get them back. You're really consistent because you can cycle all the time, so it feels like if you get the time to get going, then you definitely are going to beat most decks, I assume. On the other hand, my deck, it's kind of the exact opposite in this matchup, where because you have that inevitability, I really need to get out on the front foot, get those fast draws where I like flood the board with artifacts, hopefully have a Ravager, because this is the deck that, with the artifact lands and all the cheap artifacts and Affinity cards, it can kill really quickly. So I need to try to be killing you like when you tap out to cast your Astral Slide on turn 3, I need to be able to like kill you that following turn pretty much.
Yeah, 100%. Like once we get to the late game, that's where my deck excels. Just being able to like blink and constantly cycle, as you witnessed, into a miserable, slow and grindy defeat. And then post board, I bring in the Oxidizes just because Welding Jar is a pain. Welding Jar makes a Chroma's Vengeance feel kind of bad.
Yeah, I think. Also, looking at my deck, it looks like it's probably the sideboard is built for the mirror, which I guess makes sense considering how powerful Affinity was back in the day, but it looks like it's mostly designed to try to like give you an edge against other Affinity decks when I don't really have I'm a 5-color deck, so I could technically play anything, or I have 5 colors of mana, so I don't really have a way to like get Astral Slide off the battlefield. I guess I have a couple mana leaks to try to get them on the way down, but I don't really have many ways to interact with what you're doing. There's no graveyard hate, there's no enchantment hate, so I'm kind of just like crossing my fingers that I can kill you quickly, because once you get your engine down, I can't really disrupt your engine in any way.
Yeah, I mean, all these cards though, when you start looking at it, like I think, which ones do you think would be good enough to be in standard right now, or not good enough? I mean, or yeah, which one's good enough to be in standard? Could any of these cards be here? Like in legal and standard? Obviously not Skullclamp, but...
In my deck?
Yeah.
In my deck, not many. I mean, I think some of the cards, like, if they brought back the mechanics, assuming they brought back the mechanics, Arcbound Worker's probably fine. Maybe the Affinity cards, those ones are a little bit harder, like Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer. They might just be too good. I think that Ravager is a non-starter. There's no way that would happen. Skullclamp, there's no way that would happen. The Artifact lands, there's no way that's going to happen, outside of Darksteel Citadel, which comes back. So I feel like the big engine pieces, they would never put back in standard, but some of the support cards, maybe.
Okay. Yeah,
About...
I think some of the support cards for sure. For me,
yeah,
I don't. Would Astral Slide be broken if they brought back cycling? Like, how many ETBs do we have right now? Right.
I think it would probably be broken.
Right.
I could imagine them doing something similar, but I think if they made it today, I think I would look more towards like how Drakehaven was, where maybe there's an Astral Slide, but it's like 2 mana or 3 mana to actually activate it. I don't think they would print it free like it is, like it was originally printed.
So like it'd be a little bit like Lightning Rift, where you'd have to pay additional mana after you cycle?
That would be my guess. Like when you cycle, you can pay 2 and flicker a creature or whatever.
Okay. And what about, I mean, I think the idea, though, of, like, basic land cycling can definitely come back.
Oh, yeah. I think the idea of basic land cycling is safe. I think cycling is definitely safe. We just had cycling.
Yeah.
Eternal Dragon is cool. I'm not sure... There was no reserve list in Onslaught, right? Or in that Scourge or whatever. So in theory, like, Eternal Dragon could come back. What about Eternal Witness? Is that just straight up too good for standard, do you think?
I mean, what is it? Den Protector was like what we had last time, and that was definitely played.
But they're never, even the bad versions are still played in standard, and they're not nearly as good as Eternal Witness.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it'd have to cost more for Eternal Witness. The storm mechanic is just not returning, so I'm not even gonna think about Wing Shards.
No, that's a non-starter.
The decrees would be cool to see. I'd really like to see that. Because you do get the upside, like you get to just cycle, draw a card, and play a ton of stuff. Plow Under, I just can't see happening. What about Circle of Protection though? Are circles too powerful?
I don't know if the circles they might be too powerful, but I think again it's one of those things where since they just don't do protection anymore, I don't think we'll see it. Whoa, I wonder if they could do. I wonder if they could do some sort of like watered down version of the circles, like how they have hexproof from a color, or like you can't be targeted by things of a certain color. I wonder if we could see a cycle that was not straight up protection, but somewhat like a callback to how they worked. That would be kind of interesting, I think.
I could see something like either with it having counters and you could remove a counter.
That might be like runs out or something.
Yep. Or you just have, it's like a one-time use, I think.
Yeah, I think
Like sack it and then that's it.
I think it would just be really frustrating. I don't know if it would necessarily be too good, but I think if it came back today, it would be one of those things where you're just seeing like constant Reddit posts, like I was playing mono red and they played this circular protection red and I couldn't do anything, and Wizards, what are you thinking? Like I imagine that is what would happen if they put the cycles back. Not that they would like break things, but people would just be so annoyed and complain so much that they probably never do it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, I don't think Circle of Protection will ever return, but I can see something like where there's, as I told you, counters on it, so you can actually use it as only like there's a certain amount of times you can use until it runs out, or a one-time use.
I think that brings us to the end of this week's episode of Timestream Magic. So it was a fun one. Definitely let us know. This episode, it was a little different than the first one, where we played two old decks from the same standard format. So let us know what you think about that type of matchup, like historical standard decks. Did you like it? What matchup ideas do you have for the future? Let us know that as well. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.